Hello, my sweet baby bats. It's my face again. Today it's time for a wine and dollies. I have a lot that I want to talk about and I just want to get started with it. You might notice a difference in audio. That's because I stopped trying to do the microphone audio thing. It was just a lot of work, and if I want to continue on with having fun with this, I can't do the microphone anymore. So hopefully this isn't too bad. I won't know until I listen back to it. I tried to bring you guys closer. In fact, maybe you guys can deal with being a little bit closer. We'll play around with this. Hopefully I don't kick you as much, but also hopefully you can hear me. I won't know until I listen back to this. But I want to share with you some changes because there are possibly a few changes. I'm not really sure until we start talking about it. It's been 6 months, you guys. It has been 6 months since I've done anything with my dolls, and I cannot remember for the life of me what I've told you guys in the past and what I haven't told you. I also did a wine and dollies, I think like 2 weeks ago or something, where I was actually building this this what the hell is it called? Fat Stacks set of FNAF while I talk to you guys about dolls and updates, but I don't think a lot of you guys were very much interested in that. That makes sense, but so with that, I might repeat myself with some things that we talked about then, but we shall see. First and foremost, I want to introduce to you guys a little thing that I wanted to start a long while ago, but I put it off because of that burnout. And that is an idea for like 21 different topics. Now, I remember this thing going around in the BJD community years and years and years ago, where there were different topics about your BJD hobby, right? And I think it went up to like 100, maybe even 200 different questions. It was started by Esfenda, I believe is how you say it, and it was like a really fun thing, right? So I just came up with 21 topics for myself, and if you guys want to join in, you're more than welcome to answer them. But they go through like similar thing, the different experience in the hobby, I guess. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not gonna share with oh my gosh, I can speak. I'm not going to share with you all of them just because I need to flesh them out a little bit more, but I will share the first 5 at least. The first one, which we're going to be talking about today, is show us your first, your newest, and your favorite doll. The second one, and actually these are not in any particular order, but so be it. The second one I have written down is, how do you keep the spark in a hobby that there's so many different trends going on? So like at the beginning when I first got into it, I remember the biggest trend was what is that called, minifee, and that might still be the trend, it might not be, I'm not sure, but I remember minifee was the biggest trend and everybody and their mom had one. Then like a few years when I got into it, I don't know if it's still as much, but independent artist dolls was a big thing, especially with like 3D printing, and as of recently, blind boxes, like BJD blind boxes, have been a trend. So like with all these changing trends, how do you keep the spark in your personal collection or hobby? The next one is, what is your BJD unpopular opinion? This might have been a part of Esfenda's it might have been a part of their topics, but it was one that I really liked, or it's just like a common one to ask. Like, it's common to ask what your unpopular opinion of whatever is, so I added that to there. Let's see. Ooh, this one was one of my favorite ones that I came up with. It was, what part of the BJD hobby was the scariest for you that now comes so easily, and what tips do you have for that? So for example, like maybe doing face ups or customizing a sculpt, or even doing mods or dyeing dyeing the doll, whatever it is. What was the scariest for you at the beginning that now you can do as easily as breathing? And what tips do you have for that if somebody else is just as scared as you were at the beginning? I really like that one a lot. Okay. And then the last one I have here so far, and I have all 21 written, but I kind of need to flesh them out a little bit more. But the last one I'll share is your dollsona, which if you have a doll that is like your mini version, or maybe not just like a mini version for you to dress up, but like your self insert into a story you're writing, what are some of the comparisons and contrasts to that character that you created versus yourself in real life? Those are the ones that I have so far, but I do have the 21 topics written down, and the idea is for me to just add them either as their own video or maybe sprinkle them here or there. So yeah, that was one of the things that I worked on before this whole burnout and hiatus, I guess you can say. And I'm really excited to start implementing a little bit of that into this channel, because I don't know, I like talking about dolls, and I like having a topic to like that other people have answered and that I'm answering, because then I can see their answers and then see my answer and stuff like that. I don't know, I have a lot of fun with that kind of concept. So that was the 21 topics or 21 prompts that I came up with, or at least 5 of the 21 that I'll start sprinkling out a little bit as time goes on. Now, the second thing I want to talk about in this Wine and Dollies is that I started up a podcast. I actually started this before the burnout. You're going to hear me say that a lot, because today I think I'm going to be talking about some of the catch up, basically, because there is a lot of catch up that I need to do. Excuse me. But I had revived a podcast that a friend and I had done in the past, and I was really excited for it. I think I had the first 2 episodes filmed and ready. The second one was just waiting for the discussion topic, because I wanted to do this idea of at each podcast there'll be a discussion, and then I'll read those comments off and discuss it in the next video. So the first one is actually already uploaded to my channel. I just have it privated, whatever. I have it private, but the second one is, hopefully I didn't delete it. I might have deleted it and I have to start over. I don't know. But I do want to start implementing the podcasts again, because that was really fun doing that. And I really feel like we're kind of missing a fun little podcast that, like, I know there are some podcasts out there, but like I don't really like listening to it because it doesn't sound like a chill let's chat about it. It sounds like a let's talk about the problems with the community and how I'm better than you. I don't know. That's how I feel with some of the podcasts out there. And I mean, that's their experience, you know, so they're probably just sharing their experience and it comes off that way. But I can never, like, I'll listen to it and then I just like get angry listening to it, and I'm like, I don't want to listen and get angry. I want to listen and chat and chill and like relax, you know. So I'm slowly implementing that. I want to do it monthly instead of what I wanted to do at the beginning was to do it like bi-weekly. I think I want to do it monthly, just so it's just a chill little thing that I do once a month, kind of like these Wine and Dollies, right? So those are the 2 newest projects that I'm working on that I wanted to put out there and like finally bring them to fruition, because they've been months in the waiting. Now I want to talk to you about this doll right here, but I want to do a little bit of a life update really quickly, just because I can't remember what I talked about in that last video, I'm not gonna lie, because I was so distracted with building. I don't remember what we were talking about. But if you didn't watch that, or if you didn't see the community posts or the description in one of my last videos, I was in a very, very deep burnout, and I can now say that I feel like I'm out of it. I'm just still struggling with the energy part of things. When it started, it was funny because in the podcast that will be posted in a couple of weeks, I had said, oh, I have no motivation, and I'm totally okay with that. Listening to it in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, that's the start of the burnout. There it is. It's slowly coming. But I was in this very, very deep burnout for 6, going on 7, honestly, because I'm not fully out of it, months. And I keep telling myself, like, 5 to 6 months, 6 to 7 months, not realizing that that's half a year that I've been dealing with this. It doesn't feel that long. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I just don't want to do that right now because I do not want to relive that trauma when I'm starting to finally feel better. But it fucking sucked. I couldn't really do anything, really. If you've been through burnout, like an neurodivergent burnout, you know how that feels. In the past, when I would stop doing YouTube, I had said that was never burnout, and I stand by that. It was never burnout when I would like drop YouTube. It was always because YouTube stopped being fun, especially with all the rules and the algorithm and stuff like that. It stops being fun when I put all this effort into a video and then like I get nothing, But this time around, it was definitely, I just did not have the energy to sit in front of the camera and talk. Like, I would try, I would set everything up, and I would just stare at it like, okay, what do I say? And even just setting it up took a lot of energy that I'm like, okay, I'm ready for a nap now. I took so many naps during this burnout because I just lost a lot of energy so quickly. I explained it in the last video that it's as though if you sleep, right, instead of getting 100% of your energy back, you only get like 50. And then on top of that, because of the burnout, your battery drains twice as fast, if not faster than that. So all it takes is me doing 1 or 2 things, and then I'm so wiped out that I can't do anything else, right? So it really sucked to be in that for so long and not doing anything, whereas before, if I stopped YouTube because it was no longer fun, I was still doing things. I was still enjoying my hobbies. I might not be enjoying the doll hobby, but I was enjoying Lego, or I might not be enjoying Lego, but I was enjoying video games. This time around, I wasn't enjoying any of that, which really, really sucked, So that's kind of what I've been dealing with, kind of just surviving, being able to go through my day-to-day life, and going to work, coming home, making sure I'm eating and drinking water and stuff, and just like nothing else. That's all that I've been able to do for so long. Even for the week of my birthday, I thought that having that vacation would have really helped it, but I think it pulled it back just a little bit because I'm the type of person, all right, if we make plans, we're out at like 10:30 in the morning until 9-10 o'clock at night. The entire time I will be out doing something until from the time stores are open or whatever is open to the times they're closed, and I would be out all day and I'd have the energy to do that, right? Not for my birthday. We would do one thing and I'm like, okay, ready to go home, and then knock out. I slept so much on my vacation. And I had a few meltdowns because I was pushing myself a little too much, but that's besides the point. What was I saying? So what I've been doing up until this point, like of the burnout slowly starting to fade, I have been getting more into my different hobbies, especially my two newest hyperfixations, Five Nights at Freddy's and Digital Circus. I know, but other than that, I have been working on the dolls a little bit. I have been playing Minecraft. I finally got back into playing video games. It really sucked because during the burnout, you would think I would just waste away and play video games, but I couldn't even do that because of the, what do they call it? I don't remember the word. There's a particular word where it takes, spoons basically is what you, they also call it, but it takes spoons or energy for you, to make the decisions, and just to make the decision of how to build my house in Minecraft, or what kind of gameplay I want to play in Skyrim, or, you know, things like that. It takes energy for you to make those decisions, and it was so hard for me to get the energy to make the decisions, so I didn't even play video games. So now I started to play Minecraft a little bit. That's been fun. So that's kind of what I've been up to. I think I'm rambling now, so I want to go on to the next part of this video, which is actually the topic of my first, my newest, and my favorite BJDs, which is a part of those 21 topics, as well as talking to you about this guy, because guess what? He has changed again. We've changed him. So that cyber one, if you're familiar with it, it's the Mango Doll Cyber Owl. That one is going to stick with being Echo. Like Echo Zane. I don't know, like with the bronze color he has going on, I really do like that character. And instead of this being Zane, who randomly has blonde hair, I actually want it to be Lloyd, another character from Ninjago. Surprise, surprise. Lloyd is the green ninja. He's like the main ninja, whatever, leader guy, but I do want to work on this doll as Lloyd, and I won't even have to give him a new wig because Lloyd kind of has like long shaggy hair. I might have to cut it a bit, but like, oh, I definitely gonna have to cut it, but yes, this is gonna be Lloyd now. I'm really excited for that. I can't remember where I was going with that statement. This is gonna be Lloyd. We're gonna have to buy him some new clothes, definitely in the range of like greens. If you don't remember, Cole has shades of black and orange, Kai is very much red, and then Lloyd is going to be green. So I'm gonna find some clothes for him. I'm excited. This is finally Lloyd. As for the face-ups, because if you can see, they don't have face-ups right now. For the face-ups, I do have the artists that I usually go to. They opened up their commissions for the summer. I'm hoping that there's still some open, but I'm definitely going to be sending Lloyd over there to get done, and his hands and everything. I need to figure out how to do that without restringing him. But this is Lloyd, everyone. Here's a close-up of his face sculpt in case you didn't see the video where I talk about how much I hated the other doll that came with this. But this is his face sculpt. He's so cute. Oh, I love it. He has a very much of a little Lloyd face. I will say, there was something I was gonna say. Lloyd getting the face up done. He is taller than Cole and Kai, and I always imagined him to be shorter than both of them. That's kind of why I didn't go with Lloyd for such a long time, but now I'm like, you know what, let me just bite the bullet. He's like an Oni dragon situation. Like, if he wasn't taller than them, that would be a little weird. I don't know what my headcanon is, but this is Lloyd. So everybody say hi to Lloyd. Or La Lloyd, you can call him that too. But yes, this is my newest doll, actually, going on to the 21 prompts, topics, whatever. This is one of my newest dolls. I did get 2 dolls at once, but I'm just gonna show you this one. This is, oh geez, I don't remember. Dang it, I don't remember what it is at all, like even the doll brand or anything. And I'm not gonna put it on the screen because honestly, that's too much work for my laptop right now. I'm sorry, but if you saw my other video, I told you what they were. This is that newest doll here. His posability is really good. He hasn't fallen down since getting him. I can't stand Kai up, I think. I'm pretty sure I can't stand Kai up. Cole is a hit or miss, and I definitely can't stand Julian up. But he stands up really well, and he has not fallen for the 6 months that I've had him there. And then his like joints are really, really good. You can even go this far, and he can touch his face. You gonna touch your face for me? He can touch his face. So his posability, I really like this doll. He can't really do much with these jeans on. So if they were off, I could show you more of the range, right? But with the jeans on, it's really tight on him. So we're losing mobility there, but that's okay. Yeah, I love his posability. It's really good. Oh, is it gonna lie to me now? Yeah, it's lying to me. Does this one have notches? No. I think she had notches. Somebody had notches. But yeah, so his posability is pretty good in my opinion. I do really like it. I think it only came with these hands here. So like kind of grabby hands or something. I don't know. There you go. That's my professional take on my newest doll, who is now going to be Lloyd. So yes. Let's go on to the next dolls because this video is getting a lot longer than I was hoping it would. Let's go on to my first, which is Julian here. Julian had the factory paint, and then I sent him off. Oh no, that's just dirt, right? Yeah, that's just dirt. Then I sent him off to Studio Gestic to do his face up. So now he has a brand new face up. Well, not brand new. It's a year old. But this is Julian. He is a 1/3 scale doll. He's a bit chunky, and this is his full set. Okay, he's gonna bow to you guys. This is his full set situation. This is a Mew doll, Dao Dao. He is so precious. The only thing I don't like about this doll is his posability. It's very flimsy. I have restrung him multiple times and it's just not working. I'm gonna have to suede him, but I don't even own a hot glue gun. Surprise, surprise, as crafty as I am, I don't own a hot glue gun. But yes, that is Julian. He is a vampire in the story Tainted Blood. I do have a bit, I think 2 videos talking about Avacyn, no, not Avacyn, sorry, Salem, and about some of the lore in the story. He is a part of it. He is the, I was gonna say crying child. That is from FNAF, if you guys don't know. He's not the crying child. He is a vampire child who, his parents are dead from the, oh, it's been so long, I don't remember the names. Battle nuns who killed them all, killed his parents, and blah blah blah, whatever. If you want to know more about that, I have videos. I'm not going to repeat myself, but this is Julian. This is the one, the only, the vampire prince himself. He was my first doll. I really do like the experience I had with purchasing him. Technically, I got Avacyn and Kai in first, right? But he was the first one I purchased. And the whole reason why I purchased him was because I was looking for a full set doll that came with the face up and everything so that I wouldn't have to have an unfinished doll for my first while I waited for Cole and Kai, because I knew it was going to take me, well, I thought it was going to take me a very long time to find the perfect dolls for both Cole and Kai. I didn't want to rush getting them just to have a doll, so he was like my placeholder. I got Julian because I wanted to have a doll while I was waiting to find the perfect ones for Cole and Kai, right? So I ended up going through all the different lists on Alice's collection and putting him on layaway. And then I think it was only for like 2 months, maybe 3 months, but I paid him off early. I can't remember the story, but then he came in like a week later, which he came in so fast. I really did like that experience a lot. He came in before the clothes came in. The clothes took a long time, but I ended up getting this beautiful, sweet boy with a very messy wig, which, what is going on there? There we go. Very, very messy wig. The story behind that is that this wig was supposed to be for Kai. It was way too big. It didn't fit him. And it was way too long. So I tried to cut it. And as you can see, I don't know how, but the storyline I have is that Julian is a small child. He doesn't know how to cut his hair. So there you go. That's why it works for now. But that was Julian. I do like his eyes. They're like purple. I actually stole them from Avison. Oh gosh. I actually stole them from Avison. You can't tell, huh? But they're a really pretty purple color. I want him to have red eyes, definitely, to signify that he is a vampire, but I don't have that right now, so he has the purple ones. And last but certainly not least, we have Cole as my favorite. Now, I could have said Kai is my favorite because they kind of both are my favorite, not gonna lie, but I feel like we've talked about Kai and given Kai so much camera time that it's time to give somebody else some love. So this is my favorite, or one of the two of my favorites, Cole. He is a with doll gyro. His posability, I didn't show you Julian's posability because you can kind of tell it's fucking crap. I do have a video comparing the posability of Cole, Kai, and who is now Echo Zane, but at the time he was Zane. So if you want more of how he poses and stuff, he can't hold up his leg, but like this part poses pretty well in that video. Now he's not, but there you go. But this is my favorite. I really do like him. When I first got him, I remember he was like an orange Oompa Loompa, but I think his color has kind of like toned out a little bit. He doesn't feel as much as an Oompa Loompa. Maybe that's the face up that kind of here, let me just take it off. Maybe it's the face up that does all the work for him. I'm not too sure, but it's not too bad anymore. I did give him some piercings when we last talked, and also he has his finger, come on. His finger is a little messed up because that is where he's holding the gaming controller, is on that finger. I think it's like scratching away the sealant or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. This is my favorite. This one's my favorite. I swore I do hear something. An alarm, apparently. But, yeah. I'll wait for the alarm. So, yeah, that is the 21 prompts with a wine and dollies plus a little bit of a life update. I did forget one thing that I mentioned in that last video, which was kind of the reason, like the whole reason I did the last video, how I did it. I finally spray painted the ice cream truck that I've wanted to update or customize for the past 5 years now. Finally did the first step. Now, I can't do the painting part of it because I can't actually afford paints right now. Hopefully with the new full-time job that I have lined up, I will be able to do that and actually have the energy to do that. But I spray painted it. That's the most important part. I spray painted it. And the reason I did the last video like I did, which was me building the Five Nights at Freddy's, was because the theme of the ice cream truck, I finally figured out what I want to do. I want to make it like a Pizzaplex food truck. So that's what I'm working on right now. I might play with it a little bit today. I have to see. It's been sitting there for a week, I think, and I walked away from it because I can see the fur and dust that was on it, and now I think it's worse. I need to figure out how to take that off without taking the paint off. So it's a whole project I'm working on, but I did the first step. It took me 5 years, but I did the first step to make that ice cream truck feel more like the Pizzaplex truck that I want to make. So that was the other update that I forgot to mention. But with that, that's all I have for you guys today. I don't remember my outro. Make sure to leave a comment on something, or rather like the video so other people can see my beautiful face. And with that, I hope you blossom in all of your endeavors. Until next time, bye!